presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 38, Nasdaq's up 8, S&Ps are up 350. We have gold down 280. You get silver down 10 cents. Bonds, you get the 10-year up 6 ticks. The 30 is up 14, and King Dollar, she's up 110 ticks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see the Nadex banner on the top and on the side. Hit that banner. You can bring up the account. It will take all of about 2 minutes. It's a phenomenal exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can start to understand how these contracts work. Of course, Darrell and I, we do a show each and every Friday, 10 to 11. Darrell does an outstanding show every day, every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Now, once you get the account up, folks, you can also test drive Darrell's analyzer. It's a phenomenal analyzer. You know, it's not going to tell you to whether go long or short, but what it is going to do is this. It's going to give you the texture that if you want to do one strategy, it's going to tell you what contract, risk versus reward, would be the best contract to buy. Darrell Martin, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great. You ready for a good weekend?
Yeah, definitely. We're thinking about going out to San Antonio this weekend, maybe taking the kids to SeaWorld. So, chilling out a little bit.
Oh, so there's a SeaWorld in San Antonio?
Oh, yeah, and it's a lot better than one in Florida.
That's pretty cool, man.
It's about 3 times the size. But, yeah, I mean, they can feed the dolphins directly, and they can, feed all the little seals and all that. They're very smart. I'm like, man, zoos should do this stuff.
Yeah.
Because they'll charge you, like, $5 for, like, like 6 little sardines.
Oh, exactly. Oh, my God.
And the kids are like, I want more than this. I want to keep going. So, I mean, you end up paying like 20 so you can get like, a whole bunch of them.
It's pretty wild.
And I mean, they bring in I bet that they probably make more money off the sardine sales than they do off ticket sales. I mean, it's insane. And
what ends up happening, they're having the public overpay they have to feed them anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's like they're going to have to pay for the food.
Exactly.
Now they let the public pay for the food, and they make, they basically now they're fat dolphins, I guess. But yeah, there is such a thing.
That's funny. That's pretty cool. I remember the first time I was in San Antonio, and there's nothing like, of course, you go to I went to the Alamo first. It's right in the middle of town, folks.
Right, yeah, I mean, like, you're like, really? That's it?
I know, but you just vision that, how much land was there, and that was the only thing that was there at that particular point. You know what I mean?
And then there's, like, skyscrapers all around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, things have changed.
I know, man. I know. And forget, the Mexican food you can get there is amazing, man.
Yeah, it's real food. Like, you go everywhere else, and they call it Mexican, they call it Tex-Mex. It's bland crap.
It is.
Like,
and folks, if you've never
Texas,
had real Mexican food, I mean, it's amazing. It's nothing like you buy in a Mexican restaurant. It's like,
oh, yeah. I mean, you come out here, and I mean, it's like, it's Tex-Mex, it's either Tex-Mex, which is, your standard food, but it actually has flavor.
Okay.
It's food that everybody else has on their menu throughout the country, but we have flavor in our food. It's not just bland, make everybody happy.
Yeah, you get a couple different things happen. I mean,
and we got Southern Mexican. That's what I love.
The freshness is freaking amazing. I mean, it's so fresh. It's like everything is made like right then and there, folks. Okay.
Yeah, they're making all the tortillas. They're they're chopping everything up.
The spices they put in it, it's just amazing. I mean, I really enjoyed it out there. What I can't figure out, and particularly because when I was a kid, I was in the restaurant business. Like, why doesn't someone just bring that back to the north? It's like
it blows me away because I lived up in Illinois,
Yes.
And I lived out in D.C.
Yes.
In D.C., I mean, you want to talk about the melting pot.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, I've been out of all the places. I mean, that's the melting pot.
Sure.
I mean, it makes New York look like non-melting pot.
Right.
I mean, it's so insanely diverse. Wasn't a single decent Mexican food place I could find. I mean, I'm sure there was one somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's it's just like take the flavors and bring out all the different stuff we got, but nobody will take it out of there. But
I know, man. It's crazy.
And it's it's like they'll make a Mexican restaurant, but they just I don't know if they just want to they're making it how they think food should taste that's Mexican, or if they just...
No, how they think Americans think of what it tastes.
Yeah, like they think people just want bland food when they go there. It's like, man, they want to go, wow, this is amazing, you know? And,
no.
But it's, you know...
Spicy, baby.
And then
Spicy.
It's like, sort of like the same reason why we need a Regina's down here in Texas.
Isn't that the truth, man? No, I know.
Yeah.
That's a fact, man. That is absolutely a fact. Exactly what you're saying. Every single time that when I go into Boston, I says, why doesn't someone just do that? And it's folks, it's easy to do. This is not something that's, you know, you're not freaking sending a rocket to the moon here, you know?
Maybe we need to like fund some startup Regina's and, you know, Abuelos, stuff like that. So yeah, a good. Next time you're out here, see if you can find an Abuelos. Okay, so that means grandfathers.
Okay.
Tell me you remember it. But I helped them open like the first restaurant back when I was in college.
Really?
That was like my first waiter job, right?
Yeah.
And I was a server there, and I remember they're like, we have awesome food, and they have like a great atmosphere. It's really just a beautiful restaurant. But they're like, now the missing piece is you know? And they're like, you got to make it work. And but yeah, their food, I mean, it's Southern Mexican food. They had chefs from Southern Mexico, so it wasn't just the Tex-Mex. I mean, they had that, and they're like, we have the Tex-Mex, but like, if you want people to walk away like impressed, like you want them to buy this stuff,
right?
And I mean, it was really, really good.
Amazing.
So I mean, they'll have like, you know, I had to like memorize all these things, you know. It's like medallones de pechuga rellena, you know. And it sounds really like fancy. Basically, it's chicken breast. They pound the crap out of it, okay, and they fill it with like, you know, chorizo and cheese and all these spices, and then they wrap it around in a roll.
Yes.
And then they actually deep fry it for just a few seconds. It's not like deep fried like...
Right.
It's more like breaded, I guess would be a better way to put it.
Yes.
And then they chop it into little medallions, and you dip it in spicy queso cheese, and it's amazing.
It, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You're like, I got to go eat now. See you later.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. Hey, okay, so market-wise out here, folks, what we have is this. Of course, you're going into the Memorial Day weekend. You know, we get the market up slightly. It's a slow day. And, you know, each and every Friday, Darrell and I were trading out here. Now, you don't want to be trading out here this morning, folks, okay? That's the bottom line. We've had and the reason being is that we're at 10:30 right now. This market's going to be, you know, flatten out. It's flat right now. It's going to flatten out. 11:30, quarter of 12, man.
We got holiday Monday. Yeah,
and everyone's out of here because... In the Northeast, folks, okay, the weather was so bad. In the Midwest, the weather is so bad. Everyone's getting out of here. And what you don't want to do, and we're going to go through these contracts right now, but what you don't want to do, just even in the equity market, you don't want to be trading. You don't want to be trading when you have a market that is going to flatten out. And in the summer, on a Friday, particularly in a Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, but we're going to walk through so you can see the dynamics, because the dynamics inside these contracts the last couple of weeks were phenomenal because of the way that we've had the movement, and it's been very fast movement, okay, which is just phenomenal. There's no
don't forget, okay, I'm gonna bring you back on one thing there,
yes.
Though. On Nadex, you can make money in flat markets.
Yes. Okay.
Like
walk us
every single hour. I got guys that trade at night during the Asian crap session.
Okay.
And that's all they do. Is make money during flat markets.
They're taking the other side. Okay.
Yeah, they're doing the premium collection.
Right.
So, because you can go on Nadex and you can hop over here, and let's say we're looking at...
we have the analyzer up right now. If you're in your car, folks, Darrell's got his analyzer up right now. Okay, so walk us through this, baby.
Okay, I just got like a long on pound dollar.
Yeah.
Okay? So, a few pips ago there. And I'm a little bit behind on the entry, but let's see, 41, 45. Yeah, we're only a few ticks behind. Okay, so I go over here to pound dollar, and I can scroll down. I can see what all there is that I can trade.
Yes.
And notice we list the daily and the intraday together, which means you get to see every contract all together on the scanner.
Right.
And my buy was basically right there at 41, so I can go find one that's pretty close to that. There's a 40. I can buy this for $75.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
I buy that contract for $75. Now, understand, it has to expire above that strike for me to be profitable, or I have to exit before the trade expires.
Yes.
Okay? But if I go and I buy this, just to show you, I mean, we'll put it on, whatever. And so if I go and I put this trade on here, no, I'm logged in. Oh, I'm not.
Just walk us through it, man.
And I just want to open up the ticket so you can see it. It makes a lot more sense if you can see the ticket. All right, there we go. Okay, so $74 or whatever. So I'll just put one of them on just to show.
Yep.
And so now what would happen is I'd have to stay above 1.6840.
Okay.
Okay, but we're at a flat market. Okay.
Yes.
We're at 1.6847 right now. Okay.
Yes.
So I throw the contract on. Cool. Now, what can I do to manage my risk? This is the thing about premium collection. Okay.
Yes.
I'm only going to make, just to go back over that ticket, I got in at 74.50.
Yep.
So right there. And if I only do one contract, okay, the most I can make on the contract is basically $25.
Okay.
I could lose 75.
Yep.
That's not as tasty, right? So what I can do, though, is there's one thing that you can always know about a Nadex contract. And that's if the market gets to your strike.
Yes.
And this is one of the biggest edges. When you grab this edge, then you actually can start taking advantage of these contracts.
Okay.
If the market gets to the strike price,
Yes.
then the binary will be worth $50,
Right.
give or take a little bit of spread.
Yes.
The reason is a binary is essentially delta.
Right.
Okay, so just like a delta on a call option is at 50,
Yes.
a binary will be worth 50 when it gets there.
Right.
Okay, and so you can use that. You can take advantage of that. And that means I could get out when it hits 50. So if I bought the thing at $75 and I got it at 50, I would lose $25.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If I bought the thing at $75 and, let's say I got out at 100 at expiration, I'll get out before then. But if I get out at 100, I'd make $25.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm at a 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio on premium collection, which is actually pretty good. Usually don't get that, all right?
Right.
And I have probability in my favor in the sense of at least the market's already where it needs to be. Meaning if the market stays flat, I make money. If the market moves up, I make money. If the market moves down some, without me getting out, like if it didn't go down to my strike,
Down to 40. Yeah.
I make money. Yeah.
Okay.
So now this is a really close one because, like you said, it's a flat market, and the
Right.
lower volatility is, the less premium there is. If there was more implied volatility, I'd probably be able to get like the 30 or the 20 at the same price. Okay?
Yes.
But it's just a really flat day, so that way I have to get a little bit closer strike. But at night, think about how much the markets will move up and down 5 ticks.
Oh, sure. Especially the currency markets. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so you can get in there, you can get like 5-10 ticks away as they're bouncing up and down, and done. So, which is, literally, I have one guy, I talked about him before. He lives up in Alaska, and he owns a whole, fishing rig out there.
Yes.
And everything, and he has like the condos, and he has the
Sure.
boats and the charter boats and private chefs, and it's awesome. And I go out, my family go out there once a year, and we get stocked up on salmon and everything. And this is all he does. And he only does it like an hour or two a day. He'll top on and do some premium collection, and then he goes and runs his business.
I like it. Yeah. I want you to walk us through this again, okay?
You bet.
Because it's I have it, but I don't have it. So I want
All right.
to walk it through again. You stay right
Okay.
there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien will be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. We're coming right back.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Wouldn't it be great if you could get a red light, green light indicator that gives you signals on 25 different future contracts? Now you can with Taz Signal Box. This red light, green light market profile system dynamically updates 24 hours a day and provides you with important trend and trade signals on 9 different commodities, 9 different indices, and 8 different currencies. Right now, you can receive a free 2-week trial to Taz Signal Box. For all the details and to find out how the Signal Box works, Visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Andy Hecht has just announced a live 90-minute webinar that he'll be hosting Saturday, June 7th from 9:30 till 11 a.m. Eastern Time, entitled Energy Opportunities During the Summer of 2014. With the frigid winter having depleted some key energy stockpiles, Russian political tensions high, and the storm season for the Gulf setting up to reverberate through energy markets worldwide, opportunities could present themselves over the summer months that could provide huge payoffs. When you sign up, you'll gain immediate access to a 7-page report Andy has put together as an introduction to what he'll be covering, so you can start preparing and get a feel for what Andy will be discussing live during the workshop on Saturday, June 7th. Andy will be advising his attendees of at least one trading recommendation in each area, including crude oil, natural gas, coal, and refining spreads and oil products. The best part is that this live 90-minute webinar is only $99. Don't wait, sign up today and reserve your spot while gaining instant access to Andy's 7-page report right now. For all the details, visit the front page of TFNN.com. You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk, charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 48, Nasdaq up 9, S&P's are up 3.5. And what we're talking about, folks, is that we're talking about how you can trade the Nadex product in a flat market. What's something that what you definitely want to wrap your head around is that you can trade indices, you can trade commodities, you can trade currencies. What we're talking about here is a premium collection. So, Darrell,
I may be out of this trade in a couple seconds. I got a little stop working for me. So,
okay,
yep, which is okay. So, you want to go ahead and just risk reward and balance it out and let the ratios play themselves out. But what happens on the trade to explain premium collection? Okay, and maybe let me pull up a chart because it might be easier to lay it out that way. It's still going. It's barely there. But what I do is, by the way, is I use what's called the Nadex indicative price.
Yes.
Okay. And that's the price that's right here. And so I make that price hit it. Not just my chart, but the actual indicative price. Because what they do is they take the last 25 quotes there.
Okay.
The mid quotes on Forex.
Yep.
And they average the middle 15.
Right.
Okay? So that way, like we've all been in those trades where you've got like in by a tick and it went the other way, or got out by a tick and it came right back.
Yes.
This gets rid of that nonsense.
Okay.
Okay? So, I mean, if you're going to lose, it's going to go get you by a few ticks. But not because you set your stop a few ticks away, because then you still get that same problem.
Right.
It's because it actually went down and hit that. So, I mean, we're only a tick away. It's sitting there. I'll get out if it hits it. But, anyways, looking at a chart, if I pull up any kind of chart, now let me go over here. Can
we go back to the beginning of this again for a second?
Yeah, because that's why I want to do it. I want to go back to the beginning, but we'll get a chart with it.
We're going to get this down, because this is really intriguing. There's no doubt. And it's just strategies, folks, inside the option market, which you're dealing with Nadex, are absolutely crucial to understand, because once you understand them and just clear your head, it's awesome, okay? So
Right. And I'm doing 2 trades, by the way. This is why I'm like right now. Like I have a short Aussie yen on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have a long pound dollar on at the moment.
Okay.
So what's really cool about days like today is whenever you have a really flat market,
Yes.
then again, remember I said premium's lower, so my contract is closer?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if it's really, really close, then what that means is that also my premium's cheap for a very small move.
Right.
Okay?
So when you first went in, did you buy or sell it first off?
Okay, first I bought it. Okay?
Yeah.
So I bought that one. I'm out of that trade, by the way.
Okay.
So done. I mean, risk management's everything. So it's just automatic. It's not a question of am I going to get out.
Okay.
So if a trade goes against me, then that's okay. The other one's going for me quite nicely. So, but anyway, so I mean, like if I got out now, it'd cover the loss on the other one and then some. Okay, so I'm adding a little tool on here so I can draw on the screen to make it really clear. Okay, so what we did is we bought a 68.40 contract.
68.40.
Okay?
Yep.
Now I was just playing the oscillate. Let me see how it's oscillating here. So probably a little closer than I should have. But anyway, so bought a 68.40 contract. You notice I just did one.
And this is the pound US, right?
Yes, pound US.
I got it. Okay.
So when I bought the contract, I bought it for like a little less than $75. So
Yes.
let's say $75.
I got
okay?
it. Okay.
And as long as the market stays above 68, so when I bought it, the market was, let's just put a little marker, like right here. We'll say this was where the market was at. It was at like 60, I want to say it was at 46 or something like that when we got in.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So right there. So, if you're looking at the chart, you only see the right side of the screen, unfortunately. You can't
That's
figure
all
out,
right.
Yeah. So right there. Okay, so that's where the market is. This is where we bought at this little, pink line right here.
Yes.
Okay? This is where the market's at when we got in. Well, remember how I said a binary is at $50, okay, whenever the market's at the strike. Because there's a 50-50 probability it's still going to be there at expiration.
Oh, cool. I got it. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, so we bought it. You bought it at 75.
Right.
It was at 68.40, and as it's coming down, that's where it went to 50-50, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So when it's above the market, now that's of that second. It's not telling you probability that you're going to win.
I understand that, yeah.
So it's just probability at that moment. So obviously, if 50-50 is when you're right at the money, then when
Right.
you're above the contract price. Now this is without getting stopped out. This is just leaving the trade on.
Okay.
Okay. So if it's above the market, obviously, what has to happen is it has to expire greater than. So the market has to expire greater than that strike on a buy.
Yes.
Okay. Or it has to expire at or below that strike on a sell.
Right.
So this is like a credit spread, essentially.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And so if you go over here, it's like doing a call, credit spread, whatever, bull call spread. We'll do it when we get back. I'll go through the exact dollar amount so you
Awesome,
understand 100% how it works.
This is awesome. You stay right there, folks. This is Tom O'Brien, Darrell Mott. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We do want to wish everyone a happy Memorial Day. Dow Industrial's up 55, Nasdaq up 11. S&Ps want to go test that high. You're going to get a test of the high, no volume, won't hold price, failure daily, failure weekly. We're going to be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern. And you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Don't forget, folks, you got a nice long weekend. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner, the Nadex banner on the top, on the side. You can hit that banner, bring the account up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into it. As you come into next week, of course, you can listen to Darrell each and every day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Darrell and I have a program on Fridays, 10 to 11. You can start to understand exactly how powerful this exchange is. What we're doing right now, Darrell's walking us through a premium collection, specifically step by step, so you can see exactly how this works.
Well,
Okay.
actually, what I'm teaching you, I mean, I hate the trade didn't work out, but
No, listen, man.
it's actually the most important part about this trade, and I guess about any trade, but really like this trade because of the risk-reward ratio, how it works out.
Yes.
Is the risk management. It will make or completely make or break. It won't just have an impact. It'll destroy the strategy if you don't do it correctly.
That's
okay?
cool. That's why we want to know it.
So if you go in and you look at a contract, like I said, it's worth $50 when it's right at it. Look how right now the pound dollar is at 68.40. Okay,
yes.
Give or take a tick. All right, and look at where we're at 57.54.
Isn't that cool? Okay,
so
I got
our
it.
mid price is 50.
Right.
Okay. So that right there tells you instantly. Okay, now I understand. That. Like I said, my biggest edge when trading is understanding the simple. When trading a binary is understanding that when a market is at the strike, the price is worth 50. With bid or ask being not being accounted for there. So,
right.
Okay. If I know that gives me. There's two ways I can use that edge. One, if I buy a binary for $20 and I'm targeting a price, like the other day when we did that gold trade.
Yes.
and we were looking at that strike.
Yep.
And you're saying going up there, and I bought it for $8.
Right.
And I got out for about 50.
Right.
And I made $5,000
right.
on that trade. Okay.
Right.
That's how I did it. Because I knew what the binary would be worth when it hit it.
Yes.
Okay. So it's a profit target exit on and out of the money binary.
Cool. That's what I didn't get. Okay, cool. I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
cool.
if I do a in the money binary, it's a stop loss target, which I know we say your trade's not your stop. Your trade is your stop.
That's good. Okay, hold on. Let's do that
But
again.
this is flipping it around the other side.
It is. No, I got it. Okay.
Okay. So this is saying I'm actually willing to take a stop.
Right.
Okay. Now on the one I did on the gold, I only risked $8 to make like 40.
Right.
And obviously that's an awesome trade, but it really has to move.
Yes.
Now I could be wrong a lot of times, and I'd still come out okay.
Right.
On this, it doesn't have to move at all. It can stay flat. It can move up. Because all the market has to do is stay above your strike. Okay?
Exactly.
And actually, all it has to do is expire, technically. So, I mean, it could come below it and go back above it. Then you could be profitable.
So
the problem is you're risking $75 to make $25. I don't want to risk $75 to make $25.
No. So on that one,
I get out if it hits my strike. I get out. So I'm risking $25 to make $25.
That's cool. Okay, so let's do. I got it now. Awesome, man. Thank you. I got it. Okay, so that's cool, man. I got it. Okay, so this is really a trip now, folks. Okay, so when he was going into the trade, so he was in at 68.40, cost him $75. The correlation, which he's saying, is that if the trend is with you and it goes with it, great. Okay, you're going to be in it. But if it goes against you, well, there's no reason that you're in at 75. You know that if it comes down to 50, you're out. So when you went in that, Darrell, then you turned around and put a stop in. And how did you put the stop in?
I have a stop trigger function built inside the scanner.
Perfect. Okay, I got it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So that stop function, when that comes down to a 50-50, that's it. You're out, right?
Yes.
In that particular trade, because we were above it, you didn't want it to go below it. That kept you at a 25-25 1-to-1 option because of the fact what happens, folks, on a premium trade, on a collection premium trade, and that's how we started this whole thing out. We're talking about a flat market, basically. So yeah.
Right. So that way you can go in and you can, and I mean, this is like, I mean, I really like. I remember when I said, I was like, we're probably a little bit late on the trade.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, right.
So you go in and you take those, and here I'll show you. I don't know how many charting platforms I have, but right over here, if I grab this one to sort of show you.
Okay.
Basically, this is like I'm looking at the support level right here, bouncing off. So like right around here is where I'm looking at getting in. Now I could have done it in the money binary down here. We were up here, so the only trade I could grab for 75. Was that one. I could have grabbed a 75 that was about 10 ticks lower. May not have made a difference.
Well, you were doing it for the audience. I mean, that's cool, and I appreciate it. Right, okay.
But I mean, I want them to see, like, this is, like, an insanely powerful strategy. But if you don't have the discipline to get out, it won't work.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because one trade will wipe out 3 profitable trades.
Yes, right.
Now, what's sort of cool is that I'd done this test. I went in over, like, every single day at the same time, buying the exact same priced strike.
Okay.
Those probabilities are insanely accurate. Okay. I went in and bought it, 70. I did this for like 10 days, and every day, like it literally won 70% of the time.
That's a big number.
Okay.
Man. Right.
I did it at 57. I had one guy test this out over like a month.
Yeah.
57. It won 57% of the time. Now this is if you left to expiration.
Okay.
So what that tells you is if I buy for 70 and I'm risking 70 to make 30,
yep,
but I win 70% of the time, that means I make $210, $30 times 7, right?
Yeah.
And I lose 3 times out of 10.
Right.
Which means I lose 210.
Right.
So I'm break even. So the only way to be profitable, if these probabilities are this accurate, which they are,
yes,
okay, the only way to be profitable is to exit before expiration.
Which is cool. No, I got it. Right.
So there's no way you can just buy and hold and expect it to consistently work.
And on the part of that strategy is that if you're above the 50-50, your stop is the 50. If you're below the 50-50, if you're below the 50-50,
Your stop is still 50. So now you can sell for 20 to make, to
get
make
out.
20.
That's the other side of it. You're getting out there. You're not even hanging on longer, right? Yeah.
Right. So I can do a short premium collection trade where I'm selling like at 25 because I can only make 20. When you buy a binary, the risk is, the price is your risk.
Yes.
Okay, so if I buy it for 25, my risk is 25. If I buy for 50, risk is 50. Buy for 75, my risk is 75. My profit is the difference between $100 and what I buy, the price I buy. Okay, when I sell, you just flip it upside down. The price that I sell for is my profit potential.
Yes.
So if I sell for 20, I can make 20. If I sell for 50, I can make 50. If I sell for 80, I can make 80. And my risk is between $100 and the price I sell. So you can do premium collection up, premium collection down. And what's beautiful about this is I did iron condors, really iron albatross, like the really wide ones.
Yes. And
I did them for like 5.5 years on the rut.
Right.
Okay. And I had 2 losses. I mean, it was just incredible streak. Okay.
Right.
And I was very specific about where I got out, and
Yes.
And they were really far away because I figured out, I literally figured out like the optimal point. And I waited, usually 2 to 4 weeks. Sometimes I had to close those things out early. I had an order in there. I sell for 30 cents. I get 30 cent credit on each side and close out for 5. And anyway, so I would wait. I had to hop in like the day after expiration for the next expiration, or the whatever, or the day of expiration, and for the following expiration. So I'm waiting a month to bring in basically 5% when it's all said and done on like my entire capital I'm putting up. So I'd put up $1,000 to basically bring in $50. Okay, now I do a lot of contracts, and that was a 5% return over the course of a month. But I mean, it was like I called it my golf trade because I could go play golf.
Yes.
And put the thing on. I didn't have to like even look at the chart. Okay, 5% month after month after month. But when you get hit, I mean, it'll wipe out a year.
Yeah.
Okay, like if it comes all the way back to that strike, I mean, it'll hurt, and because basically you'll lose like $5.
Sure.
Okay.
No, exactly.
And this right here, I can go in and I can make basically 25%. I mean, if you think about, if I put up 75, make actually more than that, right? So I put up $75 on the trade, I'm making like 33%. Okay, and I can do it in an hour, or I can do it in a day, or I can do it in a week because they have hourly expert. I can do it every hour if I want to. Okay, they have pound dollar every hour from 7 to 5 p.m. Okay, 7 p.m. literally all the way to 5 p.m. the following day. I can accomplish in an hour what would have taken me 6 months to accomplish on just one leg of the Iron Condor.
I know, that's so cool, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's so many contracts and there's so many different things, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, you can go in and do premium collection hour after hour after hour after hour.
Right.
Now, I could go down. I could go for the 5% and then risk more money. But I mean, this is a 1-to-1 ratio.
But there's no reason to. No. I like that. I like that. Well, what also happens with that, because of your scanner, you can basically.
Oh, it makes it easy.
Yeah. All right. I mean, you can.
Here's what you do on the scanner. Let me show you this. This is pretty cool. Now, see how it's just floating there right now? See, that would have drove you nuts. And I'm telling you, like, when I teach people this, the biggest mistake they make is they try to go, I think it's going to come back. Because it really does. Like, you look like, I mean, you're at a 50-50. Look at that thing, man. It's just flat for 20 minutes.
Right, right.
It's just not worth it. And like what I've learned to ask myself, is it worth having to go make 3 more trades before I'm back?
No, it's not.
Or would I rather just take the $25 hit and go make it on the next trade?
Right.
It's a lot less mentally painful. I'm out of the trade. I'm not stressing about it for the next hour.
Right.
I just move on. But on the scanner, you go over here and like at night, okay, you got pound dollar, euro dollar, Aussie dollar, dollar yen, and euro yen. Those are the ones trading at night.
Right.
Okay. And I'll go over here and I'll say basically on my risk, I want 55, and I'll put it up to like 85, just so I sort of see everything that's sitting there.
Yes.
And then I'll bring it down, and I'll say only show me stuff that has like an hour until expiration, okay, or 2 hours till expiration. And right there's every contract on every market that I selected on both sides.
Sweet.
That would qualify for premium collection.
Right.
And I mean, I could do it for the entire exchange if I wanted to. I just right there, and now I can literally see every contract on the Nadex exchange that qualifies for premium collection that's expiring here in the next 15 minutes.
That is cool, man. Wow.
And, if you hop on Nadex to do that, like, you're going to be clicking for about an hour and a half, right?
That's powerful. Right.
So, come over here. I actually got a profit order I got to get rid of. That one didn't quite get to become fulfilled. And so anyway, so we'll come over here. If I wanted to do this on Nadex, I'd have to go indices, binaries. Okay, that one. Look at all those. Now click this one. Look at all those. I'm only into 2 markets, by the way. I have 22 to go.
Sure. Okay,
Or
no, I'm with you. Right.
I just scroll, and there's every contract, and I just hit a button, and my order's open. Click, boom, place order next. What's my next trade? So, I mean, it's not just that it filters down the strikes for you out of the ones that are available on that expiration.
Yes.
You can look at every expiration. You can look at every market. And so if I want to go, well, I don't know if I like the current one. See, my Aussie yen's coming on down.
Sure.
If I don't like the current one, maybe I'll go in there and I'll just drag this slider. It's pretty cool. We made a little logarithmic slider in here now. And
if you're in your car, folks, on the West Coast right now, Darrell has his analyzer up, and you got to testize this thing because the amount of numbers and math in this are just, and how simple he's made it is amazing.
Right, it's doing the math for you.
Yes.
Right, so you don't have to have your brain going,
Right.
Because you have to, if you use the platform, you're going to have to do all the math.
Sure.
Or you have to manually open each individual contract to let it do the math for you.
Right.
So right here, it's showing you, okay, on this trade right here, you will be risking 60 to make 40. That's a 0.6 risk-reward ratio. This one's risking 79 to make 20. So the price is there, but also the risk, the reward, and the risk-reward ratio.
Which is huge.
Is built right in.
And the amount of minutes that are left in the contract, folks, and seconds. 12 minutes, 31 seconds. That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah, so it lets you really just make it very, very simple. And I love the spreads. I love the spreads. Yes. That's where I make my big money on my big days, unless I'm doing like a out-of-the-money magnet trade.
Yep.
So then I may check out. I'll look at both. And but this just makes it really, really simple just to hop in there over and over and over again and just grab those trades. And now, okay, so we're talking about today, we're talking about being flat and premium collection, right? Now, I will tell you that when there's a lot of implied volatility, like, on a day where there was a lot of news, but it's done.
Okay.
The market will have like news like boom, 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 and then just go flat.
Yes.
There's a lot of implied volatility left in the option market. So that's a good day to do premium collection.
That's
get really far
a nice
away.
one. I got it. Okay.
Now, the flip side on this for like today is we had a really, we have a flat market, not a lot going on. I got the Aussie yen. I got a short setup on the Aussie yen. Remember I said it's really close, it's really cheap,
Yes.
Well, I can do the same thing. I can take advantage of that because it's really cheap to sell it.
Okay.
So here's my Aussie yen trade. Let me pull this up. So I get to go short over here, okay, and I'm basically targeting this level right down here, all right? So it's just the oscillations in the market.
Yes.
Center of gravity. And so I'm going in here, and I'm like, okay, so I basically wanted to hit about 94.04, which is just, we're like a couple ticks off.
Right.
Okay? And I'm like, okay, so basically like another, maybe even a tick off. Let's see, let's open up this ticket and look at it. So right now, the Nadex is 94.06. Yeah, we're like 2 ticks away. This is how fast this thing is going to move. If this thing gets down to 94.04,
yes,
the price is going to be at 57.
Wow. And right now, folks,
in 2 ticks.
We're at 75.82. Oh, this is cool. Okay.
So in 2 ticks, I'm going to make $25 more on like 5 contracts.
Wow, man.
$25 in 2 ticks.
You stay right there, folks. Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow up 57. Nasdaq's up 12. S&Ps are up 5.5. We have gold down 2. Bonds, you get the 10-year up 7 ticks. 30 up, year up 18. King dollar up 100 ticks. Darrell and I are going to be coming right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Darrell Mott and Tom O'Brien. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow up 48, Nasdaq's up 11. You get the S&P's up 5. And we get a question in the den, does volume matter anymore? Volume always matters, folks. And the bottom line, so this is what you have. You know, if we take a look at this S&P out here, what we're doing right now, and this is the perfect day to do it, and this is what it is. So, depending if you're a bull, the bottom line is that you want the market to close over the 189.70 in the SPY. What is that? That's the benchmark of the 4th of April. We did 169 million shares there. What we had done yesterday is this. We got up with 61 million shares. You failed on price and volume. You closed underneath it. So it was 61 million versus the 169. Now, today, it's going to be even lighter. What I'd really love to see it do, I'd love to see it actually run all the way up to 190.42. We've hit 190.21 thus far. Then I want to see it close under the benchmark from the 4th. Meaning a close under 189.70. What you get there is you get a failure on the daily, you get the failure on the weekly. S&P's are at the high. The correlation, okay, and it's real simple. Just go to the IWM, go to the Nasdaq. Has the S&P rolled? No, it hasn't. The other ones, they're dead. The small cap itself, folks, is going to end up being down 23% on the next leg down. So, you know, we'll see where the rest of this shakes out. But the bottom line is that it has come down. It's come down with some big volume. Darrell and Darrell's been giving us a great education about premium collection inside the Nadex platform. And you can come over to our website. You can bring that platform up, folks. It's a great platform. And strategies.
Let me wrap up something too real quick.
Oh, yes. Go ahead. Sorry. Thanks.
We took profit on our trade, by the way, in the commercial break.
That's a beautiful thing.
So we got our 2 ticks.
Yep.
And so we sold for $82.50, bought back at $57, 5 contracts. That's $25.50 a piece.
Okay.
So $127. And by the way, so that was, if I sold for $82.50, so that would be $17.50 times 5. My risk was $87.50 on the trade.
Right.
I made $125. I made over 100% return on the trade.
And that was right. And so
notice I bought it when it hit 94.04.
Yes.
Okay. The market is above 94.04 now. If I did not get out, that whole remember my take profit target?
Yes.
And get out when it hits basically that strike.
Right.
Okay. The whole I use a 57 for the bid-ask spread.
Yes.
If I didn't do that right now, I'd be losing on the trade.
Imagine that. So, that quick too.
Taking that profit. I mean, it went from 50. Remember, I said in 2 ticks, it's going to go from we were at 70 right before the break, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, or I think we were 75. I'm like, I'm going to make $25 in the next 2 ticks.
Right.
Bam, 2 ticks down, made profit, and it pops back up. And so it's huge that you understand you got to take profit on these trades for them to work out for you.
That is freaking cool, man. That's a trip. Because, folks, the reality, right, is that they're always gonna move 2 ticks.
Yeah. So you get this close. I call it expiration trend collection.
Okay.
Okay. So I got expiration premium collection where I'm making money on the premium.
Yes.
And then I got expiration trend collection where I'm making money on the trend.
Right.
So because I'll collect premium really fast in those last few minutes.
Right.
Or I'll collect trend. I'll collect a lot of money and profit. Either way, I can do either one. So when there's low implied volatility, I have massive opportunity to go and take advantage of that. And then there's one other lesson I want to get out there right before we wrap up that's I think essential. What you have to understand is that the Nadex indicative, okay, that's basically, it's pretty much what the settlement is. It's not the official settlement,
right? But
it's how they do settlement. It's based on the mid price on Forex.
Mid price.
Whereas on your chart, you usually
out of 25 trades, right?
Yeah, so have that indicative up when you're getting close.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. Then Nico and Paige are going to keep you healthy. Darrell's going to be coming back. Dave White and myself. This afternoon, Bud Rolf's going to be doing his poem, folks. Stay tuned. Darrell, thanks so much for the great education. Look forward to the show in a couple hours.
Thank you.
Coming right back, folks. Stay right there.